Why hello there, I'm Doseku, and welcome to Castlevania Lords of Shadow Ultimate Edition. This game is the first of two games that count as a reboot of the Castlevania series. And to show you what I mean, I believe it's about time for us to go inside and show you what this game is really about. Let's go, shall we? Now, of course, this game does save automatically, which is fine. Unfortunately, the thing is, there's no real way to delete our old save data. At least not as far as I can tell. So, yeah, I'm in Chapter 2, and there's nothing I can do to reset us back to Chapter 1. But thankfully, the game replays cutscenes as for those particular chapters you're in, or stages. So it'll be like a new beginning for you.
A storm is coming. Mankind faces ruin and despair. The world is changing, yet hope remains in the hearts of the people. We go about our daily lives never knowing the forces that can change our destinies forever. We are oblivious, ignorant like sheep to the slaughter. This night, in the year of our Lord 1047, marks the beginning of our journey together. A journey into darkness, into madness. I watch him from the shadows. Is he the one? He has come far already, but he will be tested. Tested to the very limits of human endurance and beyond. This night he rides looking for the old gods, armed with an amulet that has led him here. Tonight he will begin his journey into oblivion.
Oh man, this sounds fun. Let's go.
The struggle for supremacy is eternal, inevitable. Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world. They will kill and die for their kind to dominate. Some call this eternal struggle equilibrium, the balance between light and darkness. These are dark times, times without hope. Men of faith claim that this is a test from God to strengthen our spirit. Perhaps this is true, or perhaps it is simply a pious lie. If it is true, darkness has come to engulf once proud humanity, and we are witnessing the end of mankind.
Alright, and here we go. This is the start of our game, finally. Oh, and yes, since we did complete this level before, we get a trial that we can do, which basically comes down to defeating the Great Warg, who will show up later, while saving at least one of the villagers that are on screen with us. Now, this game does play a lot like God of War. A is jump, X and Y uses your weapon in various manners, and B will use our special weapon, which right now what we have is our dagger. Oh wow, we killed those things quick. Oh no. Oh, there goes one of them. And of course we do have quick time events. These events will be used much later in the game too, especially with certain enemies to give us certain advantages. Now you may also notice magic meters to the left and right of us. I'll explain those later once we actually get to the points where they become pertinent. As of right now, since this technically isn't a new game and we're in chapter 2, we will have abilities that we really shouldn't have right now. Now please forgive me as I struggle against this guy a slight bit. It's been a long time since I've played this game, so I'm trying to learn the controls a little bit. Or at least relearn them so I can figure this thing out. Now, technically, we can end the fight right here if I actually figured out how to pick up that pole on the ground. But since I don't know the button to pick things up, I missed my shot and we have to defeat the Great Warg all over again. Or at least drain him of all his energy. There we go. So I finally figured out how to use it. But it will only work if he's up on the pedestal like he's about to do right now. Alright. Let's see if he'll do it. Yeah, so you see the game is no fool. It knew we were holding on to it when we shouldn't have been. And so the Great Warg didn't even jump at us. In fact, he just slowly climbed down and he might end me right here. Maybe we can take him down. Oh, nope, there we go. So this is what your continue screen looks like. As always, we are going to restart from the checkpoint. And to save a lot of time, I'm not really going to let you guys see the cutscenes over and over again because you can skip them, but it requires you to go into the book to do it. And I'd like to streamline this as much as I can here to make things easy. And also make it watchable. Because how this playthrough is probably going to go is I'm going to die a lot. That is practically a guarantee for those of you who know my stuff. So I'll try to simplify things the best I can and remove as much tediousness as possible. As for whether I'm going to 100% this game or not, that is still debatable at this point. Due to the fact is that the only thing getting 100% in this game will do is give you an extra cutscene, which will actually show up in the second game anyway. And I do plan to get to that after we finish this, so again, it's debatable and I'll have to see the pros and cons of actually trying. Oh yeah, we lost all the villagers, so there goes that trial. I swear, I'm not trying to do this just to fail all the trials. I should have gotten it the first time around had I actually learned to pick up the stick at the right time.
Who are you?
I am Gabriel. I have traveled here seeking the Guardian of the Lake.
You are from the Order? They sent you?
How do I find him?
He will find you. In the forest.
Well, it looks like our horse is dead. That sucks. I guess we'll be walking from here. But hey, we beat the village and we unlocked the trial that I failed. So there is that. Oh well, I think it's time to continue.
I follow him into the old forest, watching him from afar. He is strong indeed. The one God comes to drive out the many, but here, in this place, God's influence is thin and threadbare. The old gods still hold sway here. Few venture this far into the wood. He is disturbed by dreams, dreams that gnaw at his very soul. He will rest for the night, but rest will not come easy. The battle has left him weakened, but he knows the dream will return, and though he fears nothing on this earth, yet his nightmares sap the strength within him and leave a cold grip on his heart. Tomorrow he will use the old hunting path. Long has it been in disuse, but for now, he dreams. What motivates a man to confront the challenges that most of us would run from? Condemning him to solitude, exposing him to defeat and death. The answer is love, a force so powerful that all reason becomes blind to it, blind to all things, even the truth. Loss of love can make a man desperate, desperate enough to do anything to bury the truth, to hide from its pain.
Oh, look at that horse out of
I
nowhere.
hear you seek the guardian of the lake. I will take you to him, but we must be quick. Climb onto my back. Hurry!
I guess we'll ride Stranger Horse, right? And of course, now we get our tutorial for riding a horse. We got X to attack the wargs, and then Y to attack the lycanthrope riders that sit atop of them. It's a somewhat interesting dynamic, and we'll see how it works here. Here's me learning how to dodge correctly, even though I don't think we'll ever really use it right, but you know. This might be the only segment like this in this entire game that I can remember anyway, but maybe we'll find out later on, right? Oh, failed the quick time event, and now we gotta fight. Now, here's the thing, compared to the second game, I do like this game a lot more. In fact, I still like this game even now. The second game I like even less so, but we're gonna cover that when we get to it. Because there's so much wrong with the second game. Oh gosh. Now that's not to say this one doesn't have flaws on its own, and we may or may not talk about that as they come up. Hopefully I do remember those flaws when we see them and probably be able to extrapolate on them, but right now, let's just have some fun by beating up riders that have wolves riding bigger wolves. Now there's supposed to be a quick time event you can do there, and since this is technically not a new game, the game won't actually tell you what to do. So I don't know how to jump over and defeat one of these wargs, or great wargs. That's alright, we can fight him here. And then die. So technically the trial for this is we're supposed to beat the stage without using a healing item. But since it's me, that might be impossible, so I had to heal, and of course I failed the trial. Now there is a combo meter at the bottom section of the screen that fills up as you fight and avoid taking damage. Hopefully we'll get to see what that looks like later, but since I take so many hits in a regular fight, we might not see it right now. And this is a devil power, or maybe light power, something I'll talk about later on. At least when the time is right. Or maybe it's devil power. I don't remember which one works where. I think blue's the one that's actually light, while the red is the dark power. Oh well.
I can travel no further. You will find what you seek ahead.
See, now this would have been a perfect place to have the title drop show up, right? This feels like where the title screen should come in, or at least the title come onto the screen itself. Oh well. But hey, that was a hunting path. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you again as we move further into the game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.